Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do a French braid on yourself. I'm going to go very detailed into this. I'm going to give you all the fingering that I use. It's not necessarily the only fingering you can use, but it's the one I find easiest. So I'm also going to give you 3 tips on how to make your French braid look the best. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Just like that. It's your regular French braid, and in my tips I'm going to show you how to make it look neater, and I'm also going to show you how to flatten down bumps. I'm going to do another video on how to flatten out bumps if you've got your hair down as well, and I'm also going to do another video if you've got your hair up. So yeah, enjoy this video. Okay, so before I start, I really wanted to show you what my hair will look like if I do 2 of these, and then like do it when it's wet and then I sleep in it. So I wanted to show you what your hair looks like after you slept in it and then you take it out. So I'm just going to undo these really quickly. My hair's really frizzy at the moment. It's getting quite dry. I need to like do a hair mask or something. I'll probably show you that, but it won't be for a while. So you can see that I've got really like deep waves coming. If you want, I will and leave a comment below this video and I'll show you how to like do this plait as well, like do the centre part and then plait it as well, because I know some people like on one side they do it like straight back, but then on the other one it goes diagonally. I tend to do mine diagonally, so yeah, just leave a comment in the video of which you want to do. So this really doesn't take that long. So as you can see, doing this really does give your hair lots of volume, especially at the roots. I'll show you what it looks like if I part it as well. This is what it looks like when I'm the centre part still. And then if I find my clip, I'm going to do my normal parting. I'd like to have it on this side. So just like this. Straight it back and part it. And you just get tons of volume and really big beach waves. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna get started on the real tutorial now. Okay, so I've just brushed my hair straight back because for this tutorial I like to start my plait right at the top of my head because I find it easier, because then I can see what I'm doing right at the start. So I'm going to be using my Tresemme Keratin Smooth Heat Protectant Shine Spray, just as usual. Remember, I had it filled up this much and then I topped up the rest with water because I'm not going to be using heat, and I think it's more effective as a shine spray. So I'm just going to be wetting my hair slightly. I like to have my hair quite wet for this, especially at the ends, because it dries out quite quickly. This step's optional. If you want, you can just use water, or you don't have to use anything at all. I just think it gives a crisper look when you're done. And then brush it through. The reason why my hair's so frizzy like right now is because I brushed it through. With those waves I just showed you, don't brush that through. It will just go crazy frizzy. So yeah, don't do that. Also, if you're going to be doing this hairstyle, there's not really much of a point in bothering to get those beach waves. This hairstyle will probably just flatten it all out completely. You might get a tiny bit of extra volume, but it won't be much. So yeah, I do like my hair quite wet, but you don't want it like dripping wet, because otherwise your hair's gonna look silly. But also, you don't want it too dry, otherwise I find my hair goes a bit frizzy. So yeah, my hair looks like this right now, you can probably judge how damp it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you like a fingering guide of what I'm doing with my fingers. So I'm just going to take my thumbs and I'm going to do like a triangle backwards, pinch it with my third finger and like wriggle it around with all my fingers until I can separate it off, just like that. And then I'm going to take my brush while holding it in my finger and thumb. I'm just going to brush it through, just like that. And then I hold it in my right hand and I like put my two fingers in this way to divide it into three. And then I take my two first fingers to take that one and I like wrap it around and hold it in my pinky, and then hold this one between my first finger and thumb, and then this one I just wrap around my thumb. And then I can like sort out this part of my hair, like if it's gone a bit fluffy, I can smooth it down. So then I take my finger and thumb to take this one, and then I might fiddle around and smooth out the strands a bit more if I didn't do them that well with a brush. So now I'm going to get started on the actual braid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right hand first and I'm going to slot it into these two fingers here, just like that. And then I'm going to run my thumb along my third finger, well, second finger, and take the strand from underneath. And then I'll just like run my fingers through it slightly. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to put this strand through here, run my fingers along my second finger, like that, and take this one under. I'm going to do that one more time on the other side. Take the strand between the two fingers, run your thumb along your second finger to pick it up. Okay, so that's like the start. So this time I'm going to put this strand between my first two fingers, but this time I'm going to take a section of hair from this side. Now already it's gone quite dry, so I'm just going to wet it down a bit more. And then I'll just run that through with my fingers. So then I'm using my thumb, I'm going to scrape a little, and using my index finger I'm going to pick that up and slot that between these two fingers, and then I'll run my thumb back along my second finger and like adjust it around a bit at the top, just smooth it with my index finger and thumb to flatten it out a bit. If you want, you can go back at the end to give more volume. So in this strand again, I'm going to drop this strand, but then you have to be really careful to make sure that you pick it back up again. You can put it straight between here, but then I find that when I pick up hair and I try and put it in here, it goes quite loose. So I'm just going to drop it completely anyway. And then I'll pick up that strand again, but I'll scoop up some other hair with it, like that, and put it between these two fingers. And run my finger along my second finger. Drop this strand again and scoop up some hair. Just like that. And I'm just going to keep doing that. I'll turn around and show you what I do at the back of my head, because obviously you can't see the back of your head, so I'll show you what I do then. If you're wondering why I keep looking up, it's because I've got a mirror. I find it quite hard to look at my phone while I'm doing my hair. So I'm just going to keep braiding this. It's actually quite easy once you know the fingering. So yeah. just remember, if you have any videos that you want me to do, leave them in the comments, because I know I haven't done that many videos, but I'm kind of running out of ideas. I think I'm going to do like a no heat curls tutorial like I said in my previous video. I just thought it would be a bit silly to do a heat curls video and then a no heat curls video straight after it. So my next tutorial will probably be that. You can also do this kind of style with a fishtail braid if you want. I haven't kind of mastered the fingering yet, because you have to like take the small strand of one of the two sections and put that over, as well as picking up extra hair. If you're wondering why I'm just squirting this, like wetting this side rather than this side, it's because I find it harder to plait on my left side than on my right. So I don't really need that comfort of my hair being damp on the other side. Unless it gets like seriously dry like this, you can see it's gone all frizzy and horrible. I will do a hair straightening video and like no frizz video as well. And yes, I know my hair's not a very good example of that right now because I haven't done it. I've literally just woken up. I do also recommend that you brush your hair before trying this, because otherwise, like that, you get knots and it's really hard to do. And then if your knots are too big, you have to let go and untangle it. But if you do get a really big knot, don't yank it out. Like work from the bottom of the knot up to untangle it, because otherwise you'll just make the knot tighter and worse. If you do get a part where you just get a bump that you can't get rid of, you can just leave that. I'm going to show you how to fix that at the end of the video. If you're wondering why I'm wetting my hair so much, it's not actually getting that wet. It's just because my hair's quite thick and I've still got quite a lot of it to go yet. So it does dry quite quick. And obviously the more you handle it with your fingers, the heat from your hands is going to dry it out more. And also I do recommend that you don't like spend too long styling dry hair or fingering it or fiddling with it, because the oil from your fingers will go onto your fingers and just make your hair oily and horrible. If your hair's really dry like mine, then go right ahead, because if anything it will probably help your hair. So yeah. Well, while I remember it, I'm planning on doing a vlog and like a question and answers video. So if you have any questions to ask me, obviously sensible ones, then just leave them in the comments. Obviously I won't be able to do the video straight after you leave your comment. I will probably leave it until I have maybe 10 questions. Okay, so I've now reached the back of my head, so I'm going to turn around and show you what I do from the back. So, same thing, I just drop the strand. I'm just scooping up the hair, just as normal, between the two fingers. Scooping it out underneath. Fiddling around with it to to smooth it down. Okay, now that I've reached the bottom of my hair, I'm just going to do basic braid. So I'm just going to put this strand into these two fingers again and take this strand out and hold it. And then I like reach over with my thumb and second finger to take this one and then in again. After I've done that a few times, I put all the strands in my right hand like this. I don't really know how to describe that to you. I've kind of got this strand, it's hooked in my pinky. The middle strand is like, I don't know, in my, it's kind of wrapped around my third finger, I guess. And then my other strand's wrapped around my first finger. Yeah, and then from there I just like do a regular plait, so I just hook my third finger over. You don't want to pull this down too much, otherwise your braid will like fall down the side. You might want that look, but I like it to go straight back. When you get to the ends, you have to be quite careful about hair poking out, because I have layers. So there you go, see? It just sprung out because it's getting too short. So I'm going to take a hairband. I think I got these from Claire's Accessories or something like that. And I'm just going to like put it on, twist it once, hold my hair, pull it through, twist it again and pull it through, just tying it. Very easy, this is the easiest part. Just like that, and then you might want to like push the band up just to make it tighter, just like that. I don't tend to mind these little bits that poke out. If you wanted to, you could pin them down. So yeah, that's how you do the basic braid. Okay, now I'm going to show you like my 3 best tips for this hairstyle. So my first one is how to flatten out bumps. So I've got one here, and I haven't looked at the back yet, but I've probably got some there. So my biggest tip is to take these little guys. I haven't got that many actually, these are all I've got. They're just regular hairpins. And my biggest tip when using these is not to use them this way up, but use the zigzag side upside down. I don't know why this works, I just find it works better, and then this side on top kind of just looks neater. So what you'd do is you find your bump and kind of flatten it down with your fingers, then taking your pin, remember zigzag side upside down, then kind of just put the pin over it and then tuck it under the braid. So kind of like that. You can't see it that well, that's because I kind of tucked it into the braid. So if you have any more of those, you can just go over and pin it all. So yeah, my second tip is when you're picking up hair from both sides, take really small sections, because otherwise you'll get a really big thick braid at the top and you won't have any hair to add in at the bottom, and then it kind of just looks strange. And my third tip, which I've already kind of said, is using water or a spray. And you can go back over at the end, just like wet it down a little. Then you can get your hairbrush. I'm not going to use my brush on my hair because it's got like bumps on the end, so it's quite hard to take out of my hair. Like if I were to put it on here and then take it away, my hair gets stuck to my brush. So after I've sprayed my hair, mainly at the top, I'm just gonna like brush it towards the braid, just like that. It like gets rid of some of the frizz. If you straightened your hair, I highly recommend you do not use water. It will just make your hair go poof. And yeah, so yeah, you can do this hairstyle on almost any hair. I don't know if it works on like that afro kind of hair, but I've done it on some of my friends, and yeah, some of my friends have really really curly hair. So, and yeah, I did that on her hair and it worked quite well. So you can do it on any hair, you can do it on straight hair. If you wanted to, you can go back and like loosen it and make it look sort of messy and have more volume. So yeah, those are my tips. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like, just your regular French fat, but you did it on yourself. You can impress all your friends. Yeah, bye. Oh, before I go, sorry I forgot, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel to be notified about our new videos, because me and Tasha are planning on doing a video schedule, so we'll be starting to do regular videos so you won't have to wait around. And yeah, if you subscribe, you can like in your settings you can check a box where you get emails when we've uploaded a new video. So yeah, subscribing is a really good idea. And then also, as I said before, leave a comment on what you want me or Tasha to do next. If you have a rainbow loom, Tasha's done a tutorial that she designed by herself, so yeah, make sure you check that out. And I've also done a similar hairstyle to this. It's called a Dutch braid. I'll try and put the link in the description box below so you can click on that. And yeah, if you also wanted to, if you're an Ariana Grande fan like me, I've also done a heatless, well, no, it's not heatless, I use my straightener to get her curls. So yeah, and I did them all by myself, but if you've got someone else to do your hair for you, I've also done a zipper braid on Tasha. So yeah, make sure you go and check out all our other videos. So yeah, like, subscribe and comment. See ya, bye!